but we're going to talk today about GarageBand. So when you click on GarageBand, the biggest thing that you'll notice is you have to hit up here in File. You're going to come to File, and you would normally hit that New button to start a new track. Usually with GarageBand, what happens is whatever project you've worked on in the past will pop up first. Sometimes you have to quit GarageBand. It's a funky little fucker, but sometimes you have to quit GarageBand and then start it over, and you'd hit New. And when you hit New, this is the screen that you get. So you get to have all these different things: songwriter, voice, electronic, keyboard. And if you're a musician, if you know how to do music yourself, then these will be other tools that you might want to go in and learn. For the prospect of today, we're going to hit Empty Project and start from scratch here. Come on, do the thing, choose.
Can I just say real quick? So so when we go into GarageBand, what I wrote down, hit File, and then there's a new file to start a new track. Are you saying don't do that, just hit Empty File or Empty Project?
Say that again.
So do we hit, do we do File to start a new track, or do we hit Empty Project?
Empty Project. So you'll go up to File to hit New.
Okay.
And every time I hit a new screen on GarageBand, I have to stop share and reshare. So I apologize for the funkiness of this. So you'll go up to the File button here, Natalie, when you first start out, because what you'll get is an old track or just a track, and you won't know how to record from that perspective. So you'll come up here, you would then hit New, and then you would have those boxes that I showed you.
Okay.
Then once you hit the Empty Project, it moves you onto this screen. Okay.
Okay. Right
if you have a microphone, you'll notice that it is connected in here. Today, I don't have my microphone hooked up, but if you have a special podcasting microphone or something of that nature, you would see it in this input section, and you just want to make sure that you're clicking that that's the microphone that you want to take. What I've noticed, and I just want to be really transparent here, is that if you have an outside microphone, you're going to want to plug in headphones that don't take. So here are my headphones. So if you have headphones that have a microphone on them, it's going to pick up double of the voices. So you want to put a pair of headphones on that don't have a microphone, so that the only microphone is your extra one plugged in if you're doing that. You can get as good of sound just using your little Apple headphones with a microphone on it. So don't worry about having to get one. I just wanted to give you that heads up if you have two microphones. So then again, if you're a musician, you might play with some of these other things. I, on the other hand, am just going in and using record using microphone. Create. And so here we are. Oh, hold on. We have to share again. And so here we are. So that's the next screen that you'll see. So now what's super cool is if we want to hit record here. Let's see if I can move this down. Okay. So now if we want to hit record, I'm going to record. Let's see. Who do we want to call first? Who wants to be the first one to sing? This is a big day for you guys. There will be singing here. Jessica, I knew you would be my one. Okay, so I want you to give us, everybody stay on mute. Everybody mute themselves. And when, Jessica, when you come on, I want you to Little Mermaid this, okay? Can you do that for me? So unmute yourself so we can talk. Make sure you're on. Okay, cool.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can. So I'm going to mute myself so I'm not on. And when I hit that red button, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to point 1, 2, 3, and go. Does that sound okay? Okay, hold on.
Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? How many wonders can one something complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this stuff, or we got treasures untold. How many wonders?
Perfect. So good. So good. Okay. So here's what's so rad. Okay. So there's Jessica's. Now we're going to add this little plus sign right here. We're going to add another voice. So we're going to add create again. Let's see if we stop share, if they're going to do it. Okay, cool. So Jessica, you mute yourself. Natalie, you're next. I know you can sing, girl. So you're up. And I want you to do the, ah. Okay, I'm muting myself. Are you ready? Get your laughs out because you're going up next.
Okay.
Okay, so now this is how we're laying track to this. So let me just play it for you guys so you can hear it. See if you can hear it. Something complete. Can we hear you, Natalie? Perfect. Okay, we can hear me clearly.
I can hear it. No.
Yeah. Okay, so then over here, and this is, we're just playing here today. So then over here, can you guys see where my cursor is right now? You'll have to speak up because I had to take you guys off visual, so I don't have my visual aid of you. Okay, so you see the camera, and there's a little music symbol right here. If you have an Apple computer, then you also have iTunes, and you have the ability to download music. So if you went to, and write this down, guys, if you haven't already gone to bensounds.com, bensounds.com. There's other free places to get music and they keep popping up. But the one that I've used the most is bensounds.com. If you find another one, please put it in our chat box or please email me and I'll post it up so that we can get free music. And or you can purchase music at bensounds.com as well. So you can find really great tunes and tools. But if you're in the free arena, you're going to click this button if you've uploaded. And so all the music that I have is between iTunes and whatever other music I have uploaded onto this. Hold on. It looks like I'm loading. Little doodad is spinning. Come on, let's do the thing. Okay, so I'm gonna use this one. So again, to add audio, so we've got our singing here, we've got our talking here, but we wanna add on, I'm gonna use this one again, that audio piece. I'm gonna hit create. So now I've got a third track. So let's just say you're making a meditation, you're going to talk, and then you might want to add your own beat in, or you might want to add something else in. You can do that. But then let's just be honest, we want, as we all know, we want to have a little music. So this one just happens to be my brand mechanism. Hold on. Down here, I have Afro Japro Rhythm, my favorite. So I'm going to put that one right there. And sometimes if I don't back it up, I can squeal it back there. So then now we've got this track. And let's say this one, no offense, Natalie, we're gonna just delete you. And what I want to do here is I'm going to bring down the volume on both of these. And I'm going to start recording right here because I want to add a little track. And we're just going to add a little extra voice into this. And I'm going to talk about my meditation now. And I'm always going to start with talking about getting the wiggles out and giving people a little bit of time to make sure that they are in position, because you don't want to start a meditation or even a workout sort of recording right away without getting them landed. So now we can start really talking to them about their meditation, blankety blank, 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 bloody, bloody, blah, boom, boom, boom. Okay, now, to come back to the cursor, we do this. We just hit that back button. I want to show you guys this one thing now. Okay, so the music is going to run out before your words do, because every song is approximately, this one is 3 minutes and 46 seconds. So if you're to record a meditation that's 30 minutes, you can add different songs, or you can keep with the same song. If you have themes that you really like, you can just add to the themes. And then I just add them right there. So let me just show you what that sounds like. Take it back, hold on. Let me know if you guys can hear the music when I'm playing it, or if it's just in my own ears too. Oh, I should turn this up. So you're gonna see the adjustment.
I can't hear.
You cannot? Okay, hold on. Let's see. Can you hear it a little bit now?
No.
No, still. Darn it. It was so rad a minute ago. I was going to show you, but needless to say, this is how you back up sound. Okay.
You know what? All of a sudden, yeah, I don't hear you as much now. I don't know what.
I just took my headphones off in hopes that you would be able to hear the music coming out of the computer if you weren't able to before.
Okay.
But my point being is up here in this little, where the camera and the music is, this is where all of your music's going to be found. So anything that you get on Ben Sounds, you're going to find here. And then you're just going to be able to pick it up here and drag it to this spot here. So you can add on music as much as you want right there. Okay. So that way you'll have as much time as you want. And if you want to go back and start over, then you can hit play. A little extra voice into this. And can you guys hear that? Talk about my meditation now. I'm always going to start with talking about getting the wiggles out and giving people a little bit of time to make sure that they are in position, because you don't want to start this meditation. So that's what's going to happen, is you're going to lay all those tracks. You can always come in and edit. Editing on this is a little bit funky. So if you want to edit, oh, I wonder if I can get to the track up here. Edit, you hit cut up here, and it usually comes down here. It's funky. I will say the editing, I really recommend just getting it right on the first one so that you don't have to edit anything. There are better tools for cutting and editing. It's not doing it today, of course. But here's the next part that I want to show you guys. So once you have your track and everything is up here on this thing, you want to be able to share it. You're going to come up here to share. So in order to make it something that is shareable, you have to hit the share button and then go to export song to disk. Click that button and the little rainbow wheelie thing happens. And you'll come down here. Now, almost all things can be shared in the MP3 quality. And really the high quality is harder to share. I keep everything at medium quality. If I'm going into highest quality, then I'm putting it on SoundCloud. So now I can export this. It'll get saved as an MP3. It's very different than just saving the project itself. Now I'm able to save it, but I want to show you as soon as it's done this as well, where else I can save it to. So what I did do, and this is how like essentially podcasts are made, if you don't bring in a separate podcasting application, you can use this tool instead for a simple podcast if you wanted to start something. But here as well, hold on, we're gonna really make that shitty thing that I just made an MP3. Wait for it. Okay, so now it has been turned into an MP3. If I want to export song or send the song to SoundCloud or send the song to iTunes, I can do that here. So again, you'll have to have an iTunes account or a SoundCloud account. Does that make sense? So for me, and I want to show you guys this, hopefully I can share this as well. Let me stop here before I move into SoundCloud. Does anybody have questions with regards to GarageBand? Did that feel understandable?
I'll have to go through it a few times in order to get it, but it does feel more doable than what I was trying to do.
Okay. And the other thing that I want to say is like from the iTunes perspective. So again, we can't share, let's go to my iTunes account. We cannot share, generally speaking, like if you're putting music on something, let me delete this. If you're putting popular music on your recordings, come on, let me find one. Okay, so if I put a popular piece of music on from my iTunes account, like this one, If I were to put this one, Beggin' for Thread, if I were to put this particular song up on SoundCloud, I would be in breach because I'm not paying them for it. So if you're doing that and you're using popular music that wasn't free, that you did not obtain legally, but you are, say, in the fitness industry, and I want to record that for the fitness people because I think this is a great tool for fitness peeps. If you're using the popular music that you love, essentially you're sending them the MP3. You're not putting it on SoundCloud. You're obviously not putting it on iTunes. You're making sure that this track that you are using is just being used for your clients. You wouldn't want to sell it. Let's just say that. It would not be something that you necessarily want to say you sold. You could sell it in a bundle. You could sell it as part of a bigger product. So if anybody asks, you should say, that's the bonus. I gave them that free thing. That was the bonus. I didn't make $1 on that particular recording, and let me show you why and how. So if you're using popular work, I will say, if you didn't license it, if you didn't get like a proper piece of paper that said you could, if you hadn't paid for it, then don't use it for sale. But where the fitness industry is considered, I think instead of, running track for meditation, the other opportunity is to build yourself a really kick-ass playlist and then really talk through like what your people could be doing. Like, now give me, 10 squats in this, so that your people can go outside, do their workout. Nobody wants to watch you on video. Let's just be honest, right? Like, that can be fun to do video, but what is more fun is just being able to plug and play. So let me put you in my ears. I already know how you work out. I already know what this looks and feels like. So now I can go do squats and push-ups and whatnot and have a kick-ass playlist. So again, when you do that, if you put on soundtrack that we all love and know, you want to make sure that either you have legality to it and or it's been remixed in a way that is no longer recognizable, or you want to make sure that that you're giving it for free. Okay. So now let me just move us to, and if I stop share, I'll share again. I want to move us to.
Can I ask you a quick question about that?
Yes, of course.
So I know that with Ben Sound, they say if you're going to use the free music, then you've got to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
So how do you do that? Or do you before you do before you start your meditation or something like that, do we just say, thank you, Ben Sound, for letting me use this?
I write it down. I just write it in the copy.
Oh, okay.
That's all I do, is I write it in the copy.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So this is my SoundCloud. I just want to show you guys what this looks like. So as you guys know, in everything that I create, I'm always trying to upload onto as many platforms, because if we're on, and I'm not saying like we have to be on all these platforms, I'm just saying that every piece of content you create is a marketing tool. And I'll repeat that again. Every piece of content that you make is a marketing tool. Now, some of the content we create is also for sale. So if there are things that are technically for sale in your business that you're going to put in your private program, all of these, from YouTube to Vimeo to SoundCloud, all have privatization. So I can put private marks on all of these. So if I don't want everybody to be able to get to some of my meditations, I can privatize them. I can also spotlight them. I can create tracks, albums, playlists. I can create anything I want over here in SoundCloud. So what's nice is everything that I want, more or less, and you can see everything because we're in my own situation here, but most everything that I have is private. That's why there's 2 hearts and not 100 hearts, because this is all private. These are for the people who pay for my program. But I put it here because it's an easy shareable link that makes it so that if they want to listen to my meditations or they want to listen to some of my guidance, they can do it on the road, because SoundCloud is one of those that is really easy to take outside on the road. Whereas like if you're handing them an MP3 player or an MP3, they have to upload it to their phone or they have to upload it in some other capacity, and they're usually then kind of stuck at their computer. I want to give my people the freedom to move about the cabin. So this is part of it, is I'm paying for this platform so that my people will have an opportunity to get this on the go the way that they want to. But through this,
where do you show that? Where do you show that where it's private and where it's public?
I'm looking right now for how I did that, because that is something that I did.
We still see your GarageBand.
You do?
Yeah.
Darn it. Okay, hold on. Then you can't see what I'm doing right now. Hold on. Thanks for letting me know. Yes. Okay. So let me get back here. So here's my sound. You can see that now, the SoundCloud, I hope. No? Yes? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So on this, you can see my track record, literally. So I put all of my tracks up here, and it just, again, like I'm able to hashtag it. I'm able to get it so that people can see, like, share, etc. Now, I'm not a big time player here, but again, this has its own algorithm. The reason that I use this at all is it goes straight to what is my iTunes podcast platform. So I will put it up here. Now, if you want to privatize this one, as you had just asked, Natalie, you go into edit. You're going to put in your title, your genre, add the tags. So again, if you're wanting a lot of people to see it, you're going to do that. Add a description. You can make it right here public, so anybody can listen to this track, or you can make it private. And what private means is that then all of a sudden, they are going to have their unique SoundCloud link to get in, right? And they won't be able to share it either, which is fine. Because again, if you sold it, you probably don't want them to share it anyway. Mm-hmm. As well, what I love about this, guys, and I don't know about you guys, but my computer is jammed, right? Like I don't have any more room for storage on my computer for all the files that I already keep. What I love is, like, when we're paying for things like Zoom, when we're paying for things like YouTube or Vimeo or SoundCloud, they essentially become storage units for all of our material. But we can always go back and download our original files. We can always come back here and find our files and download them and put them wherever we want. So in my case, when I moved my entire course from Teachable over to Kajabi, I had to go in and upload and download and upload and download, but I was able to do so because I have everything stored on YouTube, everything stored on SoundCloud. So everything's really easy for me to find and put back in order again. So these are just great tools for that as well. And again, it's just another way for people to see you if you have this experience, but more than anything, it makes it really easy to share. So, and I wouldn't, like, if you guys are recording things to put onto the Nurture platform, I'm going to need the raw footage. I'm going to need that MP3 to upload it properly into the Nurture platform. But this is a great place for you to store it for your master classes. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Natalie, your face is scrunching. What does that mean?
No, it's just a lot. It's just a lot to take in. Yeah, because I'm not the most tech savvy human being.
That's okay. And that's why I'm like recording another one, because I knew that if I just came in and we could hands on this baby together, it might be easier.
Yeah.
For everybody to
appreciate the visual and everything like that. Yeah. So,
yep.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. What other questions can I answer for you guys today, if any? And it doesn't have to be related to this. If there's any questions with regards to what you guys are creating, that's fine.
I have a question about the SoundCloud. I've actually I'm not familiar with that at all. Mm-hmm. I've never really used it or anything like that. So as far as like using it as a storage unit pretty much for all of your stuff and like putting it in GarageBand, then putting it there, like, can you share that to another platform like Facebook or Instagram? Like, what's the advantage of using SoundCloud?
So it's both and. If I'm totally, honest with you, I haven't seen huge advantage. The advantage that it has is it's a great way for creating podcasts. So originally when I started doing it, it was that I needed to create a space to put MP3s onto another website. And this was the only way I was able to put it onto this other website. A lot of musicians use this to create their tracks and such. So there are people that are members of SoundCloud. So that was one of them. I think you can probably put it right up to iTunes, but that felt like a giant elephant that I wasn't prepared to eat. So SoundCloud has sort of become my thing. So you get to explore this. This is just the tool. I'm offering the tools that I understand and that I know how to use. But certainly there's other options and opportunity. For me, it was just more, where am I putting all of this stuff and how am I getting it to my people? So this was a tool of how to get it to my people if I couldn't upload it or download it or put it in something for my coursework. Yeah. 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 Any other?
We don't have to use SoundCloud. So like if we recorded on GarageBand and then we wanted to say use it on our Zoom presentation that we're also incorporating Canva into, like is there, is that favorable?
So as you guys just noticed, the sound doesn't transfer, right? So on Zoom, you guys didn't hear the recording that we made?
No.
Is that true? Yeah. So that is something that I've noticed with Zoom is that it doesn't have, at least let's see, it doesn't seem to have a share where the sound is concerned. I'm looking just to make sure that's true. Hold on. I don't want to share. Okay. So I haven't figured out that aspect of it yet. It doesn't appear unless we're putting in a third party. So potentially maybe you could plug your phone in somehow to add sound, but that is the one thing with Zoom that I haven't discovered yet. Sound is the biggest flaw that everybody in the online arena seems to be having, in particular the fitness industry. Because as Natalie is saying so aptly as well, is like, how do I put this music onto my video, which is through the iTunes app. So I'll make a iPhone editing thing today, but I want to just show you, Natalie, as well. Does everybody have an iPhone? I'm so sorry if we don't have iPhones.
I don't. I've got a Samsung.
Okay. So this won't do you any good, but I will show you on your, and you have a Mac though, Natalie?
I do.
Okay, great. So I'll make a video for you and let's see if I think it's just too complicated. I want to add to your brain today with the iMovie situation.
Okay.
But what I would recommend is if you want to make a track, and so what I did with Rachel Rose is she made me video and was able to send me the video file, and then she sent me sound, and then I was able to combine them. So, and if I'm not able, I have people in the video world that we can send video to, and we can ask my dear friend Ron Ben Joseph to help us out. Again, yesterday, the tool that I offered was WeTransfer. So when it is time for you to transfer all of your files to me, WeTransfer is how we're going to do so.
Okay.
That's the easiest to upload and to download for me.
Okay. So, well, I guess my next, well, is it possible, because I know that there was, I made a video, like an intro video to breathing, and that was me on Zoom. Is it okay to, do I need to go back and just do an intro or just something where people don't see me, where it would just be a seamless, well, because I was just thinking of something that would introduce and say why breath work is important, and then I said at the end, stay tuned for this thing. Should I do another video with the audio to put over it, or should I just download something through GarageBand and just not have a video component to it?
You don't need to have a video for everything. I think a nice intro of like, here's what we're going to do, and now push play on our audio.
Okay.
Does that feel okay?
You know what? Actually, that will work. That's less brain damage for me.
Yeah. The other thing that's awesome with the Zoom, you guys, that I absolutely adore with the Zoom is that if you record video, there's 2 files that you get if you record to their cloud. You get 2 files. You get an audio file and a video file. So if you did video and audio, then you can download one as video and then download the other as audio. And we can edit the video and like cut out whatever could be audio and then just do that intro video. And then, I mean, I can do that for you, or we can just do 2 separate, but that audio can be uploaded into GarageBand, and then easily we can, just as I showed you, add that music component
Okay.
for the audio. Yeah. I do that a lot because like I'll do a lot of like live calls with people and I'll add meditation in live calls with people. And it's so fun to go back and just pull the meditation out. Like I'll just bring it into GarageBand and edit out all the previous talk and the bonus talk and just pull out the meditation part and add music to it and then send it to everybody who is on that call as sort of their giveaway for thanks for showing up. Good job. You paid. You got to play. You get extra.
Wow.
So, and the more it's just about playing with it, Natalie, like it's taken me some time. It's one of those things that's like, it's just a new muscle. That's all it is. Like when you feel overwhelmed, it's just like if you had an injury and you didn't get to work out and now you have to go start working out again. It's that kind of fear. And you know that you'll feel better if you just start slowly working out again. You'll start building that muscle and that strength again. This is the same. Technology is that same section of the brain as working out. So I want you to like dispel any rumors that this is scary and just remember that this is just like fitness. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Any other questions or curiosities today with regards to tech? And again, anything's open for convo. Cool.
I am curious about using YouTube. We are starting to upload videos to YouTube. But we're all kind of starting from scratch. And so I'm trying to be the one to learn all these tools and then pass it on to everybody.
Yeah.
So 2 questions. One question is, can you add me to whatever stuff you're sending to Shelly so that I can jump onto these?
Yes. So have Shelly, I'll send Shelly the link to our business group again and have her send it to you so that you can sign up. That way you're just in my email tribe.
Perfect. Okay.
Because this week, all week at noon, we're doing a different tech lesson because it's go time. So a lot of people are like, I really want to do it, but I'm freaking out. So we're just taking baby steps. YouTube, I'm actually in a class right now. So I will be rehashing all the information that I'm learning about YouTube to you guys in a more tangible, easy way. So YouTube is based on really doing the research around the keywords. So the objective of YouTube is finding the Google keywords that relate and pertain to the arena that you are in. So you guys being that of the Trilogy Therapy Clinic, all the different people who are in that space, you are going to have a different keyword for each of those people or different 5 keywords. So not to overwhelm, but with Instagram, you want 5 groups of 30 hashtags. So you essentially, I see you're shaking your head, Jen. 5 groups of 30 different hashtags to determine your spacing in Instagram so that you're ever seen on Instagram. With YouTube, it's like finding the 5 biggest flavors and keywords that are of interest that week during this time period. And so for you, Christy, like you guys might really be focused on the Corona diet. You might be really focused on the Corona mindset. You might be really focused on that sort of stuff. So you'd be finding those keywords of what is everybody looking up in terms of therapy. So any title that you add and upload into the YouTube arena, you really want to focus on the keywords that people are Googling. YouTube is our strongest asset and our strongest tool in terms of social media. Like if you're going to spend any real fucking time figuring out social media, figure out YouTube. That's why I'm right now like diving into the YouTube arena. YouTube is like, it has the strength of Google because it's Google backed. Google owns it. So all Google words are on your YouTube videos. And then you're going to want to download it into, I heard rev.com, rev.com, all videos, download into rev.com. And that will transcribe the video. Oh, yeah. And so then you just copy and paste that transcription and you put that transcription underneath the YouTube video. So again, it doubles up the Google search words. And then after that, Christy, you want to make sure that you take that video and that transcription and put that on your blog for the office. Because then your office gets Google searched YouTube gets Google searched, your SEO goes up.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we were having some technical issues with that. I'm not sure if Leslie Loftus got in touch with you or Shelley mentioned it. No. Okay. All right.
With
So
regards to
uploading her video to YouTube, she's just having a heck of a time. But if we need help, we'll get in touch.
Okay. Yeah. So I've been hearing a lot of people struggling with YouTube uploads, and I'm so curious because I'm wondering if I'm just super grandmothered into the system. Because again, on your phone, if you have the YouTube app on your phone or even on your computer, you're going, can you guys see this? Sorry, there's a little video thing right here, the button, and you're going to push that button. And right there, once you hit that button, it'll bring you to this screen, and you're hitting the upload button. And oops, not the record button. Sorry. Not record. I want to upload. Upload. Oh, okay. So then I'm just picking out what videos that I want off of this, and then it'll go into upload mode from there. So it should be simple and seamless. But I've been hearing a lot of people struggling with it. So the other app is Vimeo, but Vimeo doesn't have the aptitude of YouTube in terms of the Googleability. So it might have to be done on the computer is my point. And it might be one where you have to pay for YouTube at this point. And that's the curiosity that I have. So
we do have a brand account, but I think she was using her personal account to do the recording, or maybe just using her phone to record and then trying to go from there. So we'll probably start over.
Yeah, that sounds good. The other thing to do is if you go into the iMovie video edit button, you can sometimes fragment it, cut it, and then put it back together again to ship it. But on the phone, you can still send video transfer through Google Sheets and through Dropbox. Takes forever to upload, and you just have to have fucking patience, but you can Dropbox it to computer. Yeah. Cool.
And question two, do you have, would you recommend paying for a subscription to SoundCloud?
No, and I think that's, I don't, unless you're intending to store a bunch of information like I am, and it's a curiosity that I have every month, is am I throwing $17.99 away every month? I'm curiously wondering that all the time. I think right now the more effective places perhaps for recordings are Patreon, again, iTunes. But if you're able, if you have a site where you've decided to put your coursework or your recordings, if you have a way that you want to send it to people, again, you can put it on Google Search or on Google File. Find a space essentially where you can store those recordings so that you're not adding more volume to your computer, essentially.
Okay, yeah, because I think, yeah, I'm having some storage issues already.
Yeah, I know you are as well. So yeah, I know I'm in the same boat. Like I was just talking to Peter about how I was going to upload and download all of your information. And today I was like, well, we do have 3 computers in this house. So maybe I have all 3 computers running at once. And then having to go back and delete everybody's stuff between every upload and download. So it's going to be a total adventure in terms of how we all are getting this done. But in terms of storage, it's just a matter of continuing to delete off of your computer. And I mean, even though Best Buy is curbside only, I would be curious if it's possible to drop your computer off and have the Geek Squad clean it for you. That might be an option. Or have Geek Squad come to your house and sit on your curbside and clean it for you.
Is it possible to, because I've got some old videos, old instructional videos that I haven't accessed in a number of years. Can I just take those and toss them in the garbage?
If you have no intention of ever using anything on your computer, throw it away. Yeah. I feel like our computers need to be Marie Kondoed regularly.
Yeah.
If it doesn't bring you joy anymore, even if you paid for it, delete.
Yeah, and so that would create more space, or would that? Yeah. Video
and photo are the 2 biggest files on our computer. So anything video, PDFs also take up a lot of RAM.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. All right.
Yeah.
Thank
Every
you.
day I Tetris on my computer. I'm like, all right, what can go today? What can be re-uploaded at a later point in time?
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Yes, my pleasure. Anything else, guys? No, we're good. Awesome. Well, go play right now. If you've got 20 minutes, go play this second with GarageBand, okay? So that you have time and utensil to put to it. Yeah. Otherwise, you're going to lose all that. And then I'll send this recording as well out to everybody. Jessica, if you wanted to hang out for a minute.